This has been getting people all riled up. Katt WIlliams went on the CLub Shay SHay podcast. And if you know what CLub Shay SHay is, it's the host is Shannon Sharp, who is a football player. I don't know anything about him other than that. I guess he was a good football player. So he has a podcast and he's had comics on, a lot of black comics. And Katt WIlliams went on his show specifically to talk shit about these about these comics, and it has created a firestorm. And now you have all these comics who are like, yo, I need to get on Shannon Sharp's show. Like, I gotta, like, he even says it on the show, which is really funny because he's really predicting what's going to happen after this. And he's like, this is going to be a format or a medium for truth. He's like, when I'm done, people are gonna be knocking your door off the hinges to come on the show to spout the truth. And that's exactly what's happening. Shannon Sharp, the episode's gotten over 20 million views on YouTube. It has seriously fucking taken over the internet. Katt WIlliams broke the internet with this. So let's get into this. All the messy revelations from CLub Shay SHay interview between Katt WIlliams, Shannon Sharp. Katt WIlliams tell-all interview with Shannon Sharp on CLub Shay SHay has taken over social media. Every day, people are pulling out new tidbits from the explosive 2-hour conversation with the NFL Hall of Famer. While he shared many things about his own personal journey, WIlliams chose violence during this conversation and made some shocking revelations about himself and others. Whether you believe them or not, here are some of the most shocking ones. Now, I personally, Katt sounds bitter on this. He sounds bitter, like he should be bigger than he is, and he's a big comic. He's very funny. He's had plenty of specials. You know, he's proven a lot, right? He's a very intelligent human being too. But it came off very bitter, man. Like, no one likes a bitter old comic who's just getting older and just talking shit. And things he's saying, I don't believe everything he's saying. I mean, I do kind of believe some of the stuff, right? Like Ice Cube came on and he was even talking about it. For some reason, I find it very comforting that WSEG is on. I think I was just missing the OG streamers so much. Oh, thank you very much, Joanne. I appreciate that. I really do feel like he only came on to stir the pot. And that's what happened. And he did a good job at it. He did a really good job. So here are some of the biggest things. So Steve Harvey's wig. He's also saying that Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, that they're not funny. He just dogged him so hard. But here's one of the things. The fact that people didn't know that Steve Harvey's pristine hair was a wig may be the most shocking thing to come out of all of this. WIlliams went at Harvey's popular 90s sitcom, The Steve Harvey Show, claiming that he stole the premise of the show from Mark Curry's Hanging with Mr. Cooper. So he said a lot more about Steve Harvey, but this article is not really covering it. So he said that Ludacris was in the Illuminati, which Ludacris responded to. Actually, Steve Harvey responded to this, and I think Steve Harvey's response is very eloquent. Steve Harvey responds to Katt. I think he did a really good job.
For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
That's not it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Steve
Sorry.
Harvey here. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is Katt WIlliams told no lies? He's Steve Harvey. Is this it?
My mama died, man. I just let somebody. Damn. I just let somebody, man, bitch left her.
Damn. All right. Well, let's see what this lady
For
says.
Comedy Hype News, conversation have responded via social media. By a long shot, the comedians that took the biggest shots from Katt were Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay, we'll come back to this. I just saw Steve Harvey's response. Where was it? Where is it? Where is that? All right, well, we'll just watch a little bit of this clip about him talking about Steve Harvey.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star.
Look, I mean, the whole episode is him just shitting on people. I do want to shift real quick. We'll come back to this article, but I do want to shift and keep it kind of music based. So, like, he did talk about Kanye West, and I thought he did Kanye justice. But he didn't excuse him. You know, like, it wasn't like, because some people be like, oh, Kanye, blah, blah, blah. He has some points and stuff, but no, Kanye West said that he respects Hitler. Come on. Or whatever he said. He loves Hitler or whatever. What? Shut the fuck up, Kanye West. But, Williams, Kanye. Okay, so here's...
What do you think about Kanye rants? What's going on with Kanye? From a distance, obviously, I don't know how well you know Kanye. I don't know if you've been around Kanye, but from a distance, what do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, whew, this guy? Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Mm-hmm. You're the one that's like, so what do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like... Shannon Sharp. So I love Shannon Sharp's reaction. Katt and Harvey beef goes way back. They were supposed to have a face-off that Harvey backed out of. Oh, man. Well, we're gonna dig into that, Z. He went hard on people. Like, if this tells you anything, and he calls Kim Kardashian a prostitute. Here's something funny. I looked away from the camera a bit and thought I was Whoopi Goldberg. It was Whoopi Goldberg's fault. Nah, too much eyebrow. Too many eyebrows for Whoopi here.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Yeah. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted, to base his family on.
She got a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Katt. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the conversation.
If what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
It's true, because Pete Davidson is notoriously a man whore. And right after she gets done with Kanye, she ends up with Pete Davidson, which we covered that whole back and forth. It was ridiculous. But what he's saying is, like, this dude went into a relationship, which I always wonder is, like, man, Kanye West, before he married Kim Kardashian, he definitely was weird, but he was definitely not regarded how he is now. He was definitely regarded as the genius Kanye. And I always wondered, like, why would he ever want to be in a relationship with somebody who has their private parts and had sex on tape. She basically filmed a sex tape so she could get famous like her friend Paris Hilton. Her mom helped her. Her mother helped her put out a porn about her daughter. Like, that's gross. I'm sorry. I mean, and of course, I'm not trying to slut shame or anything. You want to be a prostitute or you want to be a porn star. I have nothing against that. But like, you were literally doing it so you could be famous, and your mother helped you do it. That's crazy. He was with Amber Rose before Kim, and she was a stripper. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just has that type. The girl he's with now, who he married, she's only 29. He's like 45 or something. She's 29, and, you know, he seems very happy with her. She was just a model, I think. I don't know much about Bianca Censori. But yeah, Amber Rose, god dang, she was, that's right. He was with Amber Rose, and she was definitely a stripper. I mean, there's something weird about this culture that we're so fixated on sex, and and now we've gotten to that point where, you know, like Sexy Red, my God, Sexy Red. It's like, I like the song, but it freaks me out when I see a whole gymnasium of children singing, my coochie is pink and my booty hole brown. Okay. This is what children are singing. My coochie is pink and my booty hole brown, right? Or WAP, bucket and mop, wet ass pussy, right? Like, we are glorifying strippers and prostitutes and being the most disgusting way of having sex ever. Like, why are we doing that? And again, I'm not trying to judge these people. I'm just asking, why would we want to do that? Why would we want to elevate that kind of behavior of degeneracy, honestly? And not that I haven't participated in such degenerate activities. Of course I have. I'm a drug addict. You know, like, I'm a drug addict that's not on drugs, but I'm a drug addict. Like, of course I know what that shit's all about. I've partied in those situations, and coming out of that, there was a lot of good times I didn't remember, but there was also a piece of my soul that went missing with that. You know, there's a piece of you that you give away when you participate in that kind of stuff. And not everybody lives a puritanical life, and I don't expect that from anyone, of course. But it's just interesting how much we've dived in. I mean, especially starting with like Paris Hilton too, right? Like, cause she was like the mega hooker, right? Like she was the top hooker for a long time, where she was literally filming her walk around and just have random sex with dudes and stuff. It was just weird, right? Like, that whole Paris Hilton thing, that thing was weird. She had a sex tape. I don't know, but Kanye was a weirdo, and when he came into the game, and then his image changed to genius. Yeah, and that's fine. And I'm not trying to hate on Kanye for his preferences. Like, be your best self. I still fucking love 808s and heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? Heartbreaks and 808s, whatever. College Dropout. I mean, come on. These are classic hip hop albums that are just our legacy. And I don't, you know, he is amazing, but as an artist, but as a person, I'm not that big of a fan of him as a person. But I think what Katt is saying is true. It's like, why would you want to watch a special needs person struggle? Like, of course, we all love seeing it. We salivate over it, right? Like, these salacious news stories, we love them because it's a departure from our everyday life, our everyday go to work, come home, watch TV, eat a frozen dinner, go to sleep. You know, it's like, it's a departure, right? And we live vicariously through these people or judge them accordingly. So it's like I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't understand, and I get what Katt is saying, but there's just really no excuses for the things that Kanye West was saying last year. Was that last year or was that 2022? But it was, it was just disgusting. I lost a lot of faith in Kanye West after that. English, I have to run. but my work day is over. So thankful you were back and enjoyed the last 3 hours. Robbie, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you hanging out. No worries. You have a great rest of your day and be good, baby. Be good. So yeah, he's definitely has a mental disorder. Kanye West is fucked. He's fucked, like mentally, obviously. But if you're gonna go on Alex Jones of all outlets, Alex Jones, and profess your love for Hitler, well, come on, man. You're obviously you're outrageous, man. That's just stupid. But again, he's crazy, and he doesn't think he's crazy. That's the fucked up part. Is he's like, I'm not crazy. I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. Let's talk about line off multi-stream. Yes, let's do that and give my best to your fam. Thank you very much, Robbie. Thank you so much for coming in and modding and contributing. I really appreciate you, buddy. Let's finish this segment here for Kanye.
I mean, it happens all the time.
And what if you weren't even good enough for Pete and he leaves you? What do that mean the product was?
Oh shit! I forgot about that. I made a TikTok of this, but I cut out that whole part where he calls Kim Kardashian a hooker. This is for educational and artistic purposes, folks. Just so you know, I have nothing against Kim Kardashian or Kim Kardashian or whatever. I'm not slut shaming. Educational purposes, YouTube. Educational purposes.
No, I don't support or villainize Kanye because I don't understand what it is we want from him. I don't know why we look at a basketball player and say, he didn't score no hockey goals this whole season. He don't play hockey. Kanye don't say nothing I can agree with. Okay. He was the weird guy in the beginning with the pink sweaters when we met him. Like, what do you think moving to a beat of your own drum? This dude started a church and kept cussing. Nobody in black church said nothing. You would have thought all the pastors would have came. You can't be no gospel artist. You just said fuck that bitch. Nobody said nothing. Because T.D. Jakes over there with P. Diddy. Like, only the guy you had here has been upfront and honest and a man of God and humble and took the L's he had to take and didn't.
I did see it was trending though, but I ain't know. I ain't know why, Cat. I don't. Let me go to this question right here.
Let me go. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, I think that take is right, man. And it's like he does need to be held accountable for saying stupid stuff, but we also got to realize that we are watching. We've been covering Diddy. We done did Diddy. We did Diddy. Yeah, we did Diddy. Especially when all those civil lawsuits were coming out because of the New York. Fuck, I can't remember what it was, but New York they passed a law that allowed people who has suffered sexual assault or abuse. They eliminated statutes of limitations. So you had people from like 30 years ago accusing P. Diddy of doing stuff, right? It was wild. And like these are all civil lawsuits. So like he's never going to go to prison for all those accusations, but he did lose a lot of, street cred. He lost, he's losing brand deals, and they are going to be able to sue him for real money. I need to go. Also, best wishes and hope all goes well with the baby. Just Joanne C, thank you so much for the love, and of course, everybody go and follow Just Joanne. Are you still streaming, Joanne? I think this is how I do it. It's been so long. Just Joanne is a music streamer, I think, still. She sings songs sometimes. So go and check out Just Joanne. And Zippy, are you still streaming? I've just been so out of the loop. And of course, I forgot to give love to my boy, Robbie. I think it. What is it? What is it? There it is. Robbie has his own podcast that covers sports. So if you guys, our mod Robbie does his own stream and he has his own podcast. But with my new job, I guess I'm not gonna be streaming as frequently. Whatever. We'll still give you some love. Z, didn't I find out that you stream too? I don't even follow you. I could have swore didn't we find that out? No. Okay. Never mind. Maybe you did. I don't know. It's hard to keep things in order here. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Okay. So let's go and back. I lost where I was at. So the Steve Harvey thing, which I kind of was in. I stream all the time. What? Oh my god, I'm such a tool bag. Hold on, let me get over here. All right, everybody, go follow Z also, please. There you go. All right. So coming back over to our story. So he went off, Steve Harvey saying that he stole stuff. And I'm interested though in that whole, Katt WIlliams versus Steve Harvey. Steve backs out. Let's see if anything comes up. Katt WIlliams calls out Steve Hart. Yeah, we know that. Steve Harvey and Katt WIlliams beef 4 days ago.
Hey, y'all, it's your boy DC Curry. You back in live with this race. Drink with me.
I'm not drinking now. New Year. I'm still.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, it didn't come up easily enough, so we're gonna move on. But yeah, Steve Harvey, he went after Deep, and I wish I could find that response because Steve Harvey had a really good response where he was it. Nah. Anyways, he also accused Ludacris of being in the Illuminati, which obviously the rap Illuminati has been around. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know. Seems kind of ridiculous, but the rap Illuminati was definitely something that Kanye West, Jay-Z, that kind of came from their world. Williams said that Ludacris joined the Illuminati to achieve success in the movie industry, most notably the Fast and Furious franchise. To no surprise, Luda wasn't going for it and released a 1 minute freestyle, which is pretty fire. But I gotta say, there are so many people who hate Ludacris.
Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind.
Hold on. So just before we listen to this, when I posted, because I posted this too, and it was overwhelmingly people hating on Ludacris. I was like, damn, I didn't know how far Luda fell. But I think this freestyle is fire, but everybody said that this shit was whack. But maybe I'm just old and, Luda's, not old school, but, old school to some.
Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind.
Hold on, let's start from the beginning.
Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind. Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind. They throwing shade cause niggas could never take my shine. I bring my watch collection on my jet, let me take my time. Like fine wine, I'm aging like Benjamin. Top 5, I'm worth mentioning. Bring me rappers, I'm lynching them. See the pendulum swing, Jesus with diamond thorns. Ludacris, swaddled in Gucci linens when I was born. Never been Illuminati, only Illuminati. And I only left with bitches when coming from
any party.
Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. R.I.P. John Singleton. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your Fast and Furious checks. Afro with the sideburns. Yeah, that's my signature. Addiction's on the rise. Comedians check your temperature. Likes R.I.P. John Singleton.
So what I like about that is that he is directly saying that Katt Williams is only talking shit for clout. And I feel like some of that is true. He said things about Joe Rogan and then he said Joe Rogan will never let me on his show. And Joe Rogan, I've listened to Joe Rogan since probably like 2012. And from that time to now, he's only said awesome things about Katt Williams and how funny this dude is. And so it's interesting, Joe went online and was like, hey, I'd love to have Katt on if he's down. And maybe we'll get to that. But there's a lot of people that that Katt went after. And Ludacris was one of them. And I thought this was a classy way to respond, where he's like, you know what, I'm proud of my Fast and Furious. I'm proud of my work. I'm not Illuminati. You're ridiculous. You're doing this for clout. And, respect for rappers to come out and do that. I respect that. Moving on, Kevin Hart. And I'm glad they decided to start putting some clips in here. The most popular comedian of the last decade, Kevin Hart, wasn't saved either. Williams also claimed that for a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. What do y'all think? So he's saying that Kevin Hart was taking the roles that he didn't want. And who knows if that's true? I don't know.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A., he had his own sitcom on network television?
Oh, Z, were you trying to post a link? If you want to, I put allowed links in here, and even when we allow people to put stuff, it won't go. So, if you want to, if you want to drop that in my whispers, we'll check it out, because, again, this shit, they're assholes. They don't. Shut up. Oh, look at me. All right. Wow.
Today I want to talk about the beef
between
Katt WIlliams and Steve Harvey. Now, when I did a little research and did a little digging, the one man that said that he knows what happened was an amazing comedian. His name is Don D.C. Curry.
Man. So Katt told me that what all that was about was he was in a mall with his sons, ran up on Steve, and his sons
was about to change that. And just like all hip hop, it's always a great rap beef. You just never see it in comedy.
Oh, you see it a lot in comedy.
Katt WIlliams was about to change that.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to you, because you didn't have to accept this. You could have just said, no, I'm not going to do it. You have been the king of comedy as long as we've had one. Matter of fact, the whole phrase, king of comedy, can be attributed to you. And I am honored that you would allow me to share the same stage as you. And I don't know why people made this a championship bout. And I don't know why you was okay with that. And I want to apologize for what's going to happen.
Who is this nigga?
Apparently he said no to signing something for Katt's kids before he was famous. Oh man, that is such a shitty grudge to hold. That is so stupid. This dude is so petty. Katt is so petty. He's funny, but he's petty.
But the second that you get on stage, I need you to understand that that's your final time as the king of comedy.
What the fuck?
Water seeks its own level. You can't stop it, playboy. It is what it is. So I hope you're ready. I hope you got a team of writers. You're going to need about 6 or 7 of them. They're going to need a couple cups of coffee. They're probably going to need some illegalities. But the one thing that's not going to happen, you're not going to beat me. It's not possible. The only thing you could do is forfeit. And I know you must have been happy when it looked like Katt WIlliams wasn't going to show up. But anytime you count me out, you miscounted. I think you understand that. I want you to tell your people. I want you to put it on your radio station. I want you to let them know that this is a fight you can't win. And that they shouldn't expect it. And maybe you'll get on stage and maybe you'll tell people this is not a championship bout at all. Maybe you can pretend like this is just you handing off the crown to me. And then we can do it civilized. But I remember when you didn't even know who
And we could do it civilized. Katt was a good rapper as well. Has some videos, and it's kind of funny how Kevin Hart appears to have stole the whole, the chocolate drop. That's interesting. Yeah, because I heard he could rap too, but I remember the chocolate drop bit. I mean, that's hilarious. That's interesting. Yeah, and he's saying that Cedric stole one of his things. I found a video that we'll watch here to sort of, judge for ourselves. That's interesting. We'll have to find something. We're going to have to find something for that. Let's hear more about this. Let's hear this dude. Katt WIlliams shit talks so good, though. He is such a good shit talker.
Katt WIlliams was. And you was on your radio station asking people, who is Katt WIlliams? It wasn't until you found out that you couldn't really handle me that you decided to be friendly with me. But as soon as you got the opportunity to think I was weak, you got a little bass in your voice. Well, let me explain something to you. You can bring the nation. You can bring Rashawn McDonald. You can bring everybody who listens to your radio show. They gonna see the truth. And its name is Katt WIlliams.
And on December 19th, 2008, Steve Harvey decided to call into the foxhole, Jamie Foxx's radio station, and give his response to Katt WIlliams.
That back in LA when I didn't know who he was, I understand that I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio in LA. He hadn't been in any movies or anything. And, the brother was just not that known, but he was talking about me in the clubs. And I just asked on the radio, whoever Katt WIlliams is, to call me. He called me. He straightened it out. We became friends. We've been cool ever since. So I thought.
Is he in trouble, Steve? Is he in trouble?
I'm not saying he's in trouble. But I'm saying this right here, Jamie. My granddaddy taught me this right here. A dog don't bark at parked cars.
Hey, Steve.
Let him talk. Let him finish. Go, Steve. Go now.
A dog don't bark at parked cars. A dog only bark at a car that's moving and going somewhere.
Oh. Wow. Shit. Wow. That's an analogy for you right there. That's an analogy for you.
I have another one for you.
Yes.
It is a common thing for a dog to bark up at the moon. But if the moon barks back at the dog becomes famous.
Wow. God.
Wow.
So you are the moon.
Shit.
Wow.
God damn. Not a lot of white people know Katt WIlliams, right?
Hey, brother, look, man.
The people at the mental institution.
And the drug dealers.
Oh, shit. So just now, Katt's had a reputation of being on drugs. And there's been a lot of instances where people, by the way, Katt has also gotten his ass handed to him by a teenager, which is very funny. But I thank you for sort of giving us a little bit more context, Z. I appreciate that. A barking dog doesn't bark at a moving or at a parked car. That's amazing. Apparently, Katt has a black. Dude, it's like, Katt can run fast too, like that. He's real quick. He just did a video where he did really. He's jiu-jitsu too. Damn. Yeah. Well, where was that jiu-jitsu when Katt WIlliams was getting his ass handed to him by that fat little teenager? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Oh!
look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. Goddamn. Oh, you can get your
Look at this. Look at Look at Katt Williams. Katt Williams getting choked out. Look, this kid knows. He knows something. Look at this. Look at it. This little ass kid just rolled his ass down. And look, Katt Williams was just standing there. They were in each other's face, and Katt was the one who just threw the first punch. He was like, beer, and it wasn't even a good punch. That was a shit punch. Let's see that shitty punch again. Watch this punch. Look at this punch. Watch it. They're all laughing at him. Katt don't like that. Boom. Well, he got a little back. I mean, he did put a little bit in there. Okay, okay. Someone said the belt is designed.
Look at this. Goddamn. Oh, you can get your
The designer black belt. I mean, it's funny. I'm sorry. This is hilarious.
Wait a minute, Jesus! Pimp down! Pimp #2, bitch! Get the trunk!
Oh, man. The one where he's dressed like a leprechaun is so funny. I mean, damn, dude. Come on. Come on. Oh, shit. I mean, again, Katt is funny, and I respect him as a comedian, but this dude is unhinged, man. Like, he's halfway off the map constantly. So it's hard for me to take him seriously, but I mean, you know, it makes for great entertainment. I mean, this is gold, man. This is fucking comedy gold. Man, what was shit, I forgot what I was gonna look up. I need to write shit down. And then so he talked shit on Kevin Hart.
And had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading. No.
Okay, and this is Kevin Hart is talking about. I mean, Katt Williams is talking about Kevin Hart coming out to Hollywood with a deal. Kevin, before he went to Hollywood, he's saying is like, who do you know had a deal before coming out to Hollywood? Well, Kevin did, and it's not uncommon. People get development deals, like comedians who go because the Montreal Comedy Festival, right? That used to, or Just for Laughs, is that Just for Laughs in Montreal? The Just for Laughs festival in Montreal used to be a place, and it still is, a place where a lot of Hollywood movers and shakers would be giving development deals. And that's what he got. He got a development deal. He was working the East Coast. He was making a name for himself. He was headlining, and he wasn't the Kevin Hart who he is now, but he was a comedian who's been doing his work, came out to Hollywood, got a development deal, and did Soul Plane. And I believe he tried having a TV show, and it all fell apart, and he spent all his money, and the motherfucker was broke. And he had to reinvent himself. So, to me, him saying that he had a deal, yeah, a lot of people have deals before they go out to fucking Hollywood, bro. It's not just because you didn't have that deal before you went to Hollywood doesn't mean that he didn't. It's just how it works. I mean, that's the fucked up thing about, fame and notoriety and stuff. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's like if you don't have the opportunity to break through, like you just sort of, you still can make a great living, but are you going to be, Katt Williams or Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle? I don't know. I saw so many great comments at the festival back in the day, notably JB Smooth. Dude, JB is so funny. That dude is hilarious. Love JB Smooth. I love JB Smooth on Curb. He did it's just such an odd pairing of people. It's JB and fucking Larry David, like, all right, and they live together, like, what the fuck? So good. Let's hear a little bit more on Kevin Hart.
We've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Okay, so
maybe people don't understand the
Katt is calling Kevin Hart an industry plant, and that he bows down
definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior.
Now, in some levels, he's right? Like, because there is when you're, I know this from just like a microcosm, right? When I, especially working as a musician, right? If you're not known in a circle of musicians, you're not going to get called by those musicians, right? If you haven't proven yourself, or if you're not cool with them, or you're not friends with them, then you're not going to get calls for gigs. It's a slow process. You got to break your way into these communities. And yeah, it's a fucking cabal. It's a consortium of motherfuckers who are gatekeepers. That's the whole thing. And that's what's so interesting. That's what's so amazing about the internet, is because we've been able to circumvent these gatekeepers that's been keeping, access to this lifestyle at bay. Now we have YouTube. Now we have, SoundCloud. You can be a SoundCloud rapper now. You have podcasts. You got all these different ways that the internet allows us to express ourselves and put our ideas out there that weren't available before. So I do agree with him that people do group up, people do get tribal, and they fuck with who they fuck with. I mean, he's absolutely right about that. But, I don't know why Kevin Hart wouldn't want to work with Katt WIlliams, but whatever it is, it seems like Katt WIlliams is a pain in the ass, honestly. That's what it seems like.
For your team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever.
Ricky Smiley's been playing the same old black woman forever. Oh, shit. Yeah. There you go. Shit talker extraordinaire. Love it. The most popular comedian in Atlanta. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's just silly. Ricky Smiley, another one. Katt WIlliams said that his character of Friday After Next, Money Mike, was supposed to get raped in the bathroom scene, but said that he made sure that didn't happen. Essentially saying his role was supposed to be switched with Ricky Smiley. The comedian and radio host later responded to Williams by saying that he was hurt by his claims. Now, now, there was this big controversy on Friday After Next because Katt WIlliams' first movie was Friday After Next, where he played Money Mike, the pimp. And Ice Cube actually responded to this, which we'll go to my TikTok because I sort of edited. It's like a 9-minute fucking thing, but I edited it down to about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, where you just get the essential stuff, right? And Ice Cube even says, right, like sometimes we try different people out for different roles because we're just trying to see what works. And of course, when Katt Williams came through, he blew them away. You know, Katt Williams also said that he wrote his whole character, that he created the whole, the whole thing, and it was all him, and that it's his, like he's why that character is so good, which is true, and it's kind of true that he wrote, but he's making it sound like he wrote the whole fucking thing. And Ice Cube had a response to that, which I think he did a good job at it. He's not the most eloquent talking dude. Neither am I.
No fucking way. This is.
So let's see here. We got.
Just wanted to address a few.
So this is Ice Cube's response to Katt Williams. Come on, baby girl. What are you doing? Come on, baby boo.
Just wanted to address a few things. You know, everybody been checking out the internet. My man Katt WIlliams. You know, first of all, I just want to say, you know, we shot that movie over 20 years ago. So, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. You know, Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying. A couple of things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Katt, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike.
Right.
And, Katt, said he wrote his role, which, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. Second thing I want to clear up, it was...
So he admits that Katt expanded the role, but the role was already written. Now, would it be the same if Ricky Smiley played Money Mike? No, not at all. And would it be as good as a movie? I don't think so. No, I think that the casting was perfect for what was asked of Katt Williams. And I do believe that he expanded the role probably really, really well. That's great. Like that's what it's about, especially on these low budget movies. Everybody's sort of doing more and being asked of more than they're really being paid for. So I think it's a great way, and it was a great way for him to get his foot into the movie world.
I would never shoot a scene.
So what he said that I edited out is like, I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie because Katt is claiming that there was a rape scene that he refused to do, and he changed it because he said that rape is not funny no matter what, right? And so Cube is saying and disagreeing that there was never a rape scene in the movie.
In a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they're not raunchy. That was, to me, a little discrepancy there.
Yeah,
and
that's discrepancy.
A lot of people talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. Most of these guys work a couple of days. When you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people working on the movie that need to get paid. So, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. Take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you can take that for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? I've given a lot of these guys opportunities. Much love for Katt. He spoke up for me a lot. And I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things.
So obviously we have discrepancies between what Katt Williams is saying and what what Ice Cube is saying. And guess what? I'm going to go with Cube. You want to know why? Because Cube has never gotten his ass beat by a teenager that he punched first. He's never been accused of being on drugs all fucked up and not being able to handle his business. Katt has a lot of that in his past, which, you know, it's sad. And I'm not faulting anybody for drug addiction. I'm a drug addict, and I understand the push and pull. But Katt WIlliams vehemently denies any drug use ever in this interview. And it's like, oh, really, man? Really? Used to hang with a legendary pimp, Don. Yes, exactly. And I think is how you spell Don Juan. I think some of the crew was featured in PIMP 50 Cent, so Katt would have been added tremendous value to that role. Yeah. And even in the interview, he talks about where he got inspiration for that role, which again, it was, I mean, let's see if we get canceled off the internet for this, but Money Mike Scene. I mean, he's just so good at this.
Mike.
Look at
Wait. No, let him through. Let him through. Come on, you little short motherfucker. I'ma sue your ass. Come on, cut me. No.
Look at his hair.
Think about your mama, man.
And you gotta think about a pimp named Slickback. You guys remember a pimp named Slickback from
I just appreciate you even blessing me with your presence. You know what I mean? Bishop, Magic, Don Juan, and Money motherfucking night. What they know about that?
There you go, Don Juan right there.
For the second time, y'all got jacked by Santa Claus?
Yup. And what's funny is Mike Epps released a video where he's like, let's just watch the Mike Epps response. This shit is so funny. Mike Epps, Katt WIlliams. He's so funny. Look at this way he said.
All right, I did get a little jealous, man. Katt broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too, nigga. Say something about me in there, man. Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together. All right, I did get a little jealous, man.
I got a special coming out, man. I need the press too. And look, I mean, not that Steve Harvey or Cedric or Kevin need any press. I mean, even Mike Epps to an extent, right? They don't really need the press, but goddamn, did it get a lot of people talking about these people. So whether he was saying good or bad stuff about people, it did get people talking about them. And generally, that's what people get in this industry to do, is for people to talk about, scrutinize, and listen to their art, you know, and enjoy their art. So, I mean, that's not why they get into it, to be scrutinized, but it's a part of it. And it should be known that's what comes with this shit. I mean, even me in my small little microcosm, I get shit every fucking day. Every fucking day there's someone just fucking calling me racist or some shit. I'm just like, fuck you. You know what I found is, like, when people try to call me racist or whatever because I'm white presenting Latino, I just shit talk back. Like, and 9 out of 10 times they never respond. They think that by calling you racist or something shuts down the conversation, and then when you intelligently respond, they don't do anything. It's very funny to me, which most of the time. Now, some people are very strict on them. Flex Max. Goddamn right, moving Dutchman. All right, and so that was Mike Epps. He was like, man, talk about me too, which I think is very good. Tyler Perry and Ricky Smiley again.
Everybody was Katt WIlliams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So
I love how casually nonchalant he just let that shit roll right off his tongue. He's dead serious, but it is so funny that he is dead serious. Nice. I agree. Moving Dutchman, nice sofas. I like the whole setup, honestly. And I like the, he has like cognac and shit. I love that. I love the whole vibe that this show has going on for it. But I haven't really watched it. I never really heard of it before this. So I got to go back and check out some of these podcasts. This is honestly one of the most scathing things Williams said in an interview. He said that he had a clause in his contract that he'd only work with Smiley if he was wearing a dress. And come on, man. Like, I know that shit ain't real. There is no way that you can legally do that. I mean, maybe you can legally do it, but like, who is going to agree with that? Get the fuck out of here, Katt. Love you, baby, but goddamn. Buddy Cop with Martin Lawrence. A Buddy Cop with Martin Lawrence and Katt Williams. I would have been in theaters for that. He claims that Lawrence promised to do a cop film with him, but instead pulled out a script for Big Mama House, a Big Mama movie where they both were wearing dresses. And Katt is one of those dudes who is like, I'm not going to be a black man in a dress. Dave Chappelle, interestingly enough, said the same thing, but I just saw a video today where he's on Dave Chappelle, Howard Stern dress. Let's see if it comes up in, yeah, right here. Here you go.
This one is blatantly and straight out Dave Chappelle in lipstick, earrings, a dress with boobs, portraying Robin from Howard Stern.
Yeah, and that's not Howard Stern. That's somebody playing Howard Stern. So I don't even know where this skit originated from.
Right, so we're going to play the video, man, but let's get into the video.
Robin's going to do the news, and we got some great guests coming in. Hey, what are you guys laughing at so much? I think I fared them too much, jerks. All right, let's play a new video about what movie's been named. Robin, you show the tape. What do you think of it?
Well, Howard,
Hey, Robin, what's the matter with you? You have a cold?
as a matter of fact, I do.
Really? Wow. Your chest cold.
A chest gold.
Hey, Robin, you taking temperature? Yeah, we just stick the thermometer.
Wow. This one is blatantly
So,
and straight out.
how? Why? Where? Old video surfaces of Dave Chappelle.
Robin's going to do the news, and we got some great guests coming.
So, you know, I don't know. Dave Chappelle talks about this a lot, and Katt, you know, but there he is. In the flesh, in a dress. Dave Chappelle. Love Dave Chappelle. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the new Dave Chappelle special, it's fucking incredible. Just absolutely another fucking heater. Yeah, interesting, right, Z? Right? Isn't it interesting how the internet never forgets? And this is before the internet, right? So who even know? Where do people even get this fucking footage? Where do you even get this shit, man? Where does this even resurface? So, yeah, I mean, Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, they don't like wearing dresses, but wow, there's Dave in a dress. Which, hey, whatever, man. I'm not even against black dudes in dresses or men in dresses for comedy. That's whatever. Who cares? I mean, if it's funny, it's fucking funny. Which, by the way, that sketch wasn't even funny. That was terrible. That was a terrible sketch. He pulls a big thermometer out of his boobs. Come on, that's dumb. Williams even went at Michael Blackson saying that he's a real African doing a fake African accent. He also said that Blackson had been mad at him for a while after he told him to stop dressing in dirty dashikis. Blackson responded to Williams in a tweet. Katt Williams is a very smart midget. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today so we can call, respond, and make him relevant again. And I kind of... Hey, good morning, Ziggy. Sorry, I just yelled at you. Ah! Good morning, Ziggy. Welcome to the world. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a night. I hope your Saturday morning is going good, even if it just started. Katt Williams speaks about Diddy's allegation. Now, here we go. Now, this is pretty funny. I don't know if this is true, but this is the type of thing you want to be true, right? It's Tuesday? Isn't today Friday? Wait, today's Friday. Today is Friday. How are you on Tuesday time? Today is Monday. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know what fucking day it is. Holy shit. Holy shit, you guys. I doubled up on my ADHD medicine today. So, I'm shooting straight. It was fun. Let me tell you, I doubled up. I purposely got non-amphetamine laced ADHD medication because that's what most ADHD medication is, just speed. I intentionally got one that can't be abused. Not that I like speed, but I got one that I intentionally couldn't abuse, and intentionally because I don't like to be jittery. Although I do like coffee sometimes. Unfortunately, when you double up on these meds, it gives you a little bit of it gives you some ups. So now that I know that, somehow I end up with 3 extra pills at the end of each month. And they're very strict about my prescriptions. So it was like 6 a.m. and Raina had to help me find my pills because she picked them up from the pharmacy. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I was planning on doubling up on my ADHD medications just to see what would happen. But now that we lost those pills, I guess, because she thought she put them away, but she has mom brain. And she said she put them in the medicine cabinet on the top shelf with the paperwork. Turns out they were in her coat pocket without the paperwork. Just a little mom brain for y'all. 25 days, y'all. She's a slow moving house right now. Okay. Just give her some time. I was like, oh yay, now I can double up on my meds. So I tried it. She's like, Jesus Christ. I can only imagine what she must think that her 40-year-old husband is just like, you're still fucking abusing your drugs. You're still abusing drugs. Listen, I just wanted to see what happened. It's not going to be a habit, but maybe it will be. I don't know. I mean, I take them every day, so it's already a habit. I'm just saying, will I double up on them at the end of each month if I have an extra? I don't know. We'll see. The case of the missing drugs. Yeah, and it was like 6 a.m, and I had been up since... Oh, mighty, calm down. These are jokes, friends. No, they're not. They're not jokes. Katt Williams speaks about Diddy's allegations. P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. I did. I got receipts. I think everybody got receipts on Diddy right now.
They offered him $50 million and he
Sorry,
turned it
guys.
down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million.
Oh, of course you have. So he was just talking about Dave Chappelle and how much he respects Dave Chappelle and stuff. So, but now I guess Diddy.
It's 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need a number. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Cat, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress.
Oh, here's Martin.
When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go.
You know what's funny? They were saying that someone, I forgot who said it, but they said that he has knockoff, whatever this is, some kind of brand name, but they were saying it's knockoff. Okay. So yeah, he's talking shit on Diddy. Good stuff. Never did drugs. Katt WIlliams on why he never did drugs. This is what the DARE program should have been.
The only thing that all of these homeless people had in common was they made a bad decision and aligned themselves with drugs. And I interviewed them all. What drug? What? And guess what, Shannon? Nobody had a great story.
So he's talking about when he was younger, there was a bout of homelessness that he had gone through, and he's talking about how he would talk to the other homeless folks and see how their life was affected by drugs, and therefore that's why he's never done drugs ever.
Nobody had a great story of what meth had done for them.
Yes, exactly. Fendi, and they confirmed the real retail price is $4,200. Z, thank you so much for that. For that fact finding.
What crack had done for them, what cocaine had done for them, what heroin had done for them, what speed had done for them. Nobody had them stories. Everybody's story was, I had my life together. And then I decided to do this dumb thing. And I lost my wife, I lost my house, I lost my cars, I lost my reputation, and now I'm out here sucking penis in the woods. What? Talk about scared straight. You ain't got to worry about me.
Now I'm sucking penis in the wood. Hey, Chaos, welcome in. I love that. Now I'm sucking penis in the wood. Naders! We've been on so long, the Naders came back. All right, Ziggy, do your thing. Jaden, Chaos, thank you so much for being in here. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great day. We're just talking about Katt WIlliams and all the ridiculous shit this motherfucker's saying. All right, let's see if there's any proof of Katt WIlliams being on drugs. Katt WIlliams on drugs. We'll start at TikTok. Let's see if there's anything on here.
So Katt WIlliams said all of that shit. Everybody's saying he was truthful. He's
Oh, what? No. Okay. Let's try some. Let's try YouTube. Katt WIlliams on drugs. Let's see if anything comes up. They done went and found the footage. Steve Harvey speaks out on Katt. Oh, what is this?
You know, I've always been on tour with some real monsters, man. I toured with the Kings. You know, I've been on stage with Sid, DL, and Bernie Mac at the same time. It's always been a camaraderie.
Yo, Kings of Comedy. If you guys haven't seen Kings of Comedy, you are fucking up. And he fucking left out DL.
You know what I mean? We're going out here to give the people the best show we can give them. And that's the way we've always promoted comedy shows. Now, you know, to turn this into some type of little beef, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't how I do. Now, you know, I done heard all of the YouTubes and I done heard all the interviews and all like that. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. So this here little beef thing that everybody wanna start, cause you wanna make a name for yourself. That's cool, do you. You ain't gonna do it right here though. You ain't gonna build no reputation on Steve Harvey. So I've been doing this a long time. So now, whatever you gonna do is cool. Just do you. You do you. So I have nothing to prove. All I got to do is keep being Steve Harvey that he been for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Or walking out there on stage.
Yeah.
And bringing that sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it. But you know, when you hear all the chatter, you know, it kind of, you go.
So it kind of hit you? Kind of like
I mean, it was
a little unexpected?
For what?
Yeah.
For what? But you know, like I always
And we
say,
love you.
bro, look at.
No, who doesn't love Steve Harvey? Like, here's the thing, man. I love Steve Harvey, right? Like he's amazing. Like I feel like he like I love how he has advice on relationships. He's like very very intelligent on what he says. He's very well spoken and like it just hugely hold the record. Oh, dude, and mustache, like that mustache is he holds the records for mustache, right? Yo, this dude's mustache is on point. Look at Katt WIlliams. Look at Katt WIlliams. Look at his hair. What is that hair doing? What is this hair doing? He's dressed like a leprechaun. Come on, man. Steve Harvey is a styling ass dude and has the mustache to back it up. Get the fuck out of here. Again, I love Katt WIlliams. Katt WIlliams is an amazing comedian. But honestly, do I like him as much as I like Steve Harvey? Do I like him as much as I like Kevin Hart or Bernie? Come on, Bernie Mac. That performance on Kings of Comedy is a class. Like that whole special is an incredible display of fucking murderers doing what they do best, slaying these bitches. So good. All the Harvey clips about the foreskin serum all over my ex today had me like, remember all that? What the fuck is the foreskin serum? I kind of remember. Bon Bon! Bon Bon! Welcome to the stream. All right. Let me see. Wait. What did we just do? How you doing, Bon Bon? I hope you're doing well. I'm losing the tracks of my thoughts though. Chick was talking about how it was Oprah's favorite foreskin. Yeah. No wonder my brain hurts. Hold on. Foreskin. I remember this. Serum Steve Harvey. I remember this shit. Did she just put liquids foreskin? Oh yeah.
So this is one of Oprah's favorites. She says it's a miracle fountain of youth and her magic wrinkle cure.
You know what else keeps Oprah young? The blood of young children.
So I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red?
I'll show you in a sec, Steve. So this is made from growth hormones of human
Look,
foreskin.
the wrinkles has just disappeared. I can't even ball my hand up.
But so it's made from human foreskin. I'm sorry, Steve.
Turns into baby hand.
You done sat up here and squirted somebody's private parts in my damn hand.
What's the?
What you laughing at?
I'm sorry.
This your last time on the show. This your last time. Not coming up in here and sitting up in here. You tell Oprah this what's on her face?
She knows.
She knows.
She knows. There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells from baby foreskin.
Oh, baby foreskin.
That makes it better.
Yeah, that's different. I thought it was some grown-ass man. Okay, does it work?
So yes, human foreskin has actually been used in growth factors. There's a lot of research on it. It's been shown to increase collagen production. It'll fill in all those lines and wrinkles. And Oprah looks great.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to.
Straight Jewish memes, babes. Yo, yeah, they get the Mazel Tov, and it's straight out to the fucking hand cream. Here you go, friends. Put on this. I wonder if Oprah's for Palestine because she's just putting on Jew foreskin on her face. You know what that means? I don't know. Muslims as well. They did. Why did I come back? Those aren't babies. Those are preteens. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. those are from Epstein Island. Yeah, welcome back to the circus, Naders. This is what we've been doing. That's amazing. I remember this. Thank you for bringing that back up, buddy. I appreciate that because this is a good one. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Was Katt WIlliams ever on drugs? Let's just see, because he's claiming oh yeah, and that's what Kevin Hart was saying. Speaking of comeback, could have wiped it off Oprah's horse. Katt Williams did not read 3,000 books a year. Yeah, thank you, Bon. Thank you. That's another ridiculous thing that Katt Williams said. He said he reads 3,000 books in a year as a kid. Get the fuck out of here. Who reads 3,000 books? And like, what a fucking number. 3,000. Like, I believe Kanye when he says he made 5 beats a day, right? When he was a kid. I believe that. I don't believe that Katt Williams fucking read 3,000 books a year. I read a lot. And fucking, well, I listen to books a lot. I listen a lot, okay? And I'm still not doing 3,000, okay? Yeah, he did say that. Oh, you said it was all like, it was nonfiction. It was basically just math and science books. That's all he read. Must have been coloring. Yes. So Kevin Hart did respond. I forgot to do Kevin Hart's response. So we do want to see Kevin Hart's response. Everything's all off of fucking reading encyclopedia like a fucking nerd. Yeah. He just was reading the Britannica. So there's not really proof that he was on drugs, but people speculate. I remember people have always speculated that Katt Williams was on drugs, especially when he did the Leprechaun special, with the Leprechaun suit on, because he's all sweaty. He just looks wild. And you also hear from other comics too, just from podcasts and stuff, talking about, him being wild and stuff. You skip right to the speed reading is a real thing, though. I believe that, and he does have he is a very intelligent person. So maybe I don't know. I feel like he's lied so much in this interview that it's hard for me to kind of even get behind anything he fucking says. HSR did the research to see if the town he was in had a library and checked if they even held 12,000 books, and they do not. Wow. So that's interesting. Olin was like, I gotta get to the bottom of this shit. I know he wasn't reading that much. I love that he did that. He's like, I gotta find out. I gotta find this shit out. Kevin Hart responds to Katt. I just want to see the video because I think he released a video or a tweet. Here it is. Wait. Kevin Hart responds. I was like, there's no way. There is no way. He fucking just
has not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves.
Katt Williams. That's true. I mean, what he's saying is true. Like, people will get paid to not talk about things or get, like we were just watching with the Epstein segment where Amy Robach from ABC News had all the information 3 years before the Epstein case came out. The Epstein, after he killed himself, and she didn't get paid to say, be quiet, but this happens all the time. I'm only bringing that up because this type of thing happens all the time. And I do believe that the industry will tell you not to say shit or even pay you. Like Rachel Ziegler, who basically single-handedly got the fucking new Disney Snow White movie, pushed back or canceled just by talking shit on the internet. And probably to the dismay of Disney, and all of a sudden she shut her mouth, right? Boink, because she knows where that paycheck comes from. Principles be damned. If he's even dead, side eyes. If he's even dead.
Was recently a part of one of the most controversial. Katt Williams said that he was no longer the cast for the role in the move that scene, and it would be twice as funny as Money Mike getting.
The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a
comedy clubs prior to getting a doubled down by explaining why Kevin Hart would do literally anything for success. While Katt WIlliams had responded to Kevin Hart's accusations of substance abuse and screwing over studios in the past, he made sure to make his stance more clear when he dismissed Kevin's allegations on Shannon's podcast, claiming he never once had an issue with illegal substances and much less any film studios.
Katt's on drugs.
Yeah, and so that's what Kevin basically was saying, is that Katt has been irresponsible in the past, and that due to substance abuse. So it's not just Kevin Hart saying this. There's other people who say that he's been irresponsible. If so, he didn't do it. Never had an issue. Doesn't mean didn't do them. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, but I don't know. It makes more sense to me that he's probably dead. I mean, they probably killed him. I mean, even Bill Gates. We watched the video where Bill Gates is smirking. She's like, what lessons have you learned by dealing with somebody like Jeffrey Epstein? He's like, well, he's dead. So there's that. I love it. Yeah, shut up. And then Ghislaine Maxwell, of course, is not going to say shit. She saw what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. I can't stand that creep either. Oh, yeah. Bill Gates is... Bleh, bleh. Who gave man tits fucking the keys to the health fucking department, right? Like, who gave a fucking man tits fucking, anything to do with our health? What kind of vaccines we should put in ourselves? How we handle our farmland? Fuck that guy. Yeah, it's a creepy situation. So I thought that Kevin Hart actually released a statement. I thought he released a statement. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Didn't spell any of that right.
Moments ago, Kevin Hart responds to Katt WIlliams calling him an industry plant on CLub Shay SHay.
And they called him an industry plant too.
That's right, y'all. For those who missed it yesterday, Katt WIlliams was on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, and of course, he went viral after naming several comedians, right?
Oh yeah, we just talked about it, Kaz. We just were talking about because of all the new dump that came today. So I was reading it with everybody. We were finding out together what came out. Yeah, and there was a bunch of pictures that came out, and yeah, it's crazy. Richard's name flood. Yeah, Richard Branson. Is that what it is? Timeline. Like, did y'all forget his name was mentioned a long time ago too, with his islands right next door? Yeah, for sure. Bronson. Charles Bronson. I want to see what he said. God damn it.
That's clearly had issues with Katt over the years, or vice versa. You know how it is.
All lies. Steven Cedric never performed as leading. It didn't happen. And I hate to be a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
Moments ago, Kevin Hart will respond to Katt WIlliams via Twitter
he tweeted
with a post that reads, "Gotta get that anger about you, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer where Goo says they really love you. I know she's talking about Katt. Laughing emoji. Mark your calendars, world. This one is special." All right, now again.
And hold on. The funniest part about this is that he fucking made a tweet responding, and it's also an ad. That's just hilarious. Yeah. Oh yeah, Hanks is off. Clinton is off in South America. The Clintons are both off in South America. Yeah. It's real shady. It's real shady. Has very Kevin Hart. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, this is a respectful way to do it. I think this is the best way. I think Ludacris's response was very good. The freestyle. Ice Cube did a pretty good, he's just clearing up the discrepancies. There's so many people that are talking lewd. Yeah. Luda one. Yeah, there's no Illuminati, just Illuminati. And left the party and left with 2 bitches from every party. I think that's what he said. Anyways, we just watched that, so it's in my head. So yeah, I just very Kevin Hardy, right? And I believe that who was saying that? Z was saying that he Opulence. What's going on? Good to see you, my friend. So just for part of the world. So for that part of the world, legit. I think Z was talking about how Kevin might have stolen the chocolate drop character from Katt as well, which I kind of want to see. Kevin Hart chocolate drop from Katt. Let's see. Kevin Hart claps back at Kevin, but instantly regrets it. Kevin Williams. Well, nothing is easily coming up, so we'll move past that. But I am interested in that. I do, and the light skinned wife. I forgot he said this shit too. He's so salacious. I love it. They all get a wife that look alike. Light skin. See, I don't think. And what's wrong with marrying a light skinned lady? Who gives a shit? I mean, is there something wrong? I mean, I know that there's some tension in the black community whenever a black person, not whenever, okay, in some circles, it's frowned upon dating, like white girls or a black girl dating a white boy, right? It's not frowned, not on everybody, right? Just from my experiences. But light-skinned girls, like, why are you going after light-skinned girls? It's so silly. Like, they're still black. It's not like that takes away from their blackness. Like, what the fuck? Why would you? That's not even an insult. Like, and look how beautiful these women are, holding down their men. Like, this is amazing. They're couples. Like, this is beautiful. I think you're right, Opulence. I really do. Katt mad he ain't got one. He said Katt wants his own light-skinned lady. In some of the culture, yes. Yeah, and just from my experience, especially me, I'm in an interracial relationship. My wife is black, and walking into that, woo! I got hazed, son. Her brother used to call me John Mayer, and anytime I would come over, he would start playing John Mayer real loud at me. He's like, "Oh man, it's John Mayer." I remember walking around the neighborhood with her, and she lived in the hood, and it was a Bloods neighborhood. And fucking, I'm walking around with a red bandana because I just wore bandanas because I sweat a lot. I'm walking around with a red bandana in the hood in a Blood territory. Luckily, the whole neighborhood loves my wife's family, and they just hazed the fuck. They called me sweaty baloney. I swear to God, there was just it was like a bunch of little kids and a couple older kids, and then Baby DZ, who's such. I love Baby DZ now. But Baby DZ came up to me and was just shitting on me. And he's like, "I thought you said he was Mexican. This motherfucker white." And as I'm walking away, this little kid says, "Get on out of here, sweaty baloney." That is the funniest shit. Where I've never been called sweaty baloney, but I love that name, y'all. Sweaty baloney. I've loved it so much that my personal Facebook page is facebook.com/sweatybaloney, and that'll take you directly to my Mikey P page, my Facebook page. It's just so good. It's just so good. That's the best racial slur that's ever been slung at me, so I'm proud of that one. You remember that, baby, when they called me sweaty baloney in the park?
I do. Michael's like a deer in headlights.
I didn't know what to do.
He's like, I don't know how to respond to this. There's a lot of people picking on me. That's actually really funny.
Jada Chaos says that they miss your